Key bridge recovery efforts continue tonight. Crews have already removed hundreds of thousands of pounds of metal from the water. Today, Fox 45's Maxine Stryker had the opportunity to go out on the water with the Army Corps of Engineers to see the progress firsthand.
3 weeks after the collapse of the Key Bridge, work continues here to clear the channel. You can see that massive 5,000-ton span of the bridge still lying across the top of the Dali. But the focus still remains on recovering 2 of the construction workers still in the water as their families await closure. On a foggy morning along the Patapsco River,
Megalodon from Vessel Traffic, roger, good copy.
the Key Bridge collapse site eerily comes into view from the deck of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers steel debris vessel, the Reynolds.
We have the absolute best team we possibly could on here.
It's far from Colonel Esty Pinchason's first trip out here,
Concrete was
but each time, she says, it's just as striking. While a 5,000-ton span remains on the Dali's bow, it's evident in just the past 24 days, progress has been made.
There was a tremendous span that was going right into the water. That was 1,500 tons with the reinforced concrete roadway that had to be dug out, that was laying and deep into the mudline. So the effort to remove that span was just incredible.
It's incredible to think about what you can't see under the water, and that's the really complex work.
Yes, so you've had those 2 big spans that everyone saw right in the channel. Right in the middle, you've got 2 other spans that are collapsed on top of each other and mangled in such a way that we're not going to be able to cut those. We're going to have to be digging portions of that out.
The next step in the complex and dangerous operation, opening a 280-foot wide, 25-foot deep, limited access channel to allow about 80% of vessel traffic to come through. They hope to have that done by the end of the month.
The big effort that we're taking now is to remove that portion that's hanging off of the pier.
As for refloating the Dali, more than 100 containers still need to be removed for the Army Corps to move into the next stage of their operation, cutting the massive truss on board. The nation's top salvage experts are on the job. The largest crane on the East Coast is removing the wreckage and bringing it here to Trade Point Atlantic. This span right here, more than 500 tons was removed this week, and you can see it's just caked in mud from being pulled out of the water. So far, 1,000 tons have been removed and brought here to be cut up into smaller pieces. But not to be forgotten are the construction workers. A 4th victim's body was recovered this week in a vehicle submerged in the water, while 2 are still missing.
We've had the opportunity to exercise our system twice successfully, where under the water there was indication that there might be a missing person, and we were able to immediately bring in those divers to conduct that operation.
And Jason says they're just as committed to bringing closure to the families as they are to the engineering operations at hand.
I think about the wives that are missing their husbands and thinking about how they just so much want to know where they are and to give them that closure, which is very hard to capture. And so we think about them knowing that there could be there or there or there, and the salvers know this. It's a part of their plan. They're always on the lookout for this. It's like they're wired for it.
Things do look a lot different. I was out here just 1 week ago, and you can see the progress here on the water. There's more cranes, more work being done, but it is a complex and tedious process. Still, so much work ahead of them as they work towards that goal of opening the port's main channel by the end of May. In Baltimore, Maxine Stryker, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.